Right, morning everyone. Welcome to this monthly.
Are you really happy with Britain being...
I know I had the little medical scare at the weekend, but my defences aren't down that much. We'll carry on with the programme of reform because it's right. I would also point out to you that the vast bulk of the Labour Party delegates actually supported the reform. Gordon and I will carry on working in partnership together as we always do. On whether I'm going on and on or I'm not going on and on, I refer you to all the answers I've given on previous occasions, which I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm sure you can look them up.
That you may well have to increase the amount that you take from people in tax, and specifically
a cessation of all paramilitary activity. That's what they need to know, and it's entirely reasonable. And they need also, what they said in the past couple of days is the thing that's holding it up is they want to know details of this decommissioning act. And I think it's understandable why they want that confidence, and I hope we can give it to them.
The basics of which can be made public, so that the American public can have confidence.
Well, I hope that countries give generously, because whatever people think, whether they agree with the conflict in Iraq or didn't, the fact of the matter is Iraq can get back on its feet, or get on its feet actually for the first time in decades, and go forward and do well. And that will have a huge impact on the region, on the wider world, and on stability. So, I hope people give generously. We have made a generous pledge ourselves, and I hope other countries follow it up.
What will you do?
Well, we won't agree. But I think we are going to bring this to closure one way or another within the next few weeks. And really, it is not, to be fair to President Bush, it's absolutely, there's no hold up on his side at all. It's a question of, as I said in the House of Commons yesterday, either you get a trial of these people which we can be satisfied meets the obligations and stipulations that we've got, or alternative, they will come back here. But the one thing I do say to people about this, because we are in a sense not in a position, and neither would it be proper, to give the other side of the case. But
you were so keen for the roadmap to work, but
North Korea is, as you know, a deeply repressive state. The people live in the most appalling misery there. I think anyone who's looked at the situation there can feel nothing but the most acute sympathy for its people. And I think it is a very, very dangerous thing for the world if they get long-range nuclear weapons capability. And we've got to do everything we possibly can to make sure that they realise that that is not acceptable. And we need a concerted international push to get the situation resolved, and we will support those efforts in any way that we can.
Military goes a good deal further than you went 5 years ago in St. Malo.
The thing that is the weakness at the moment, however, is that you've got to get a basic security plan in place that has the confidence of Israelis and Palestinians and the international community and the support of all of those people. Because without that, you'll always be in the situation. Look, even if supposing you had a calm period for 6 months and the Israelis started lifting some restrictions and the Palestinians started moving forward, if you get another suicide bomber and a whole lot of innocent people die again, then there will be obviously measures taken by the Israelis, and then more people die, and then the whole thing begins again, and then the people divide apart from each other.
Given the well-documented problems with voting turnout,
on Iran, I think the European foreign ministers did an excellent job. There's now an agreement by Iran that they will comply fully with the Atomic Energy Authority, but the important thing is not to say that, but to do it. And people will expect that undertaking to be fulfilled.
An international push to modernise it, or a country's